Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Your headband's super cute.
Thank
I haven't
you.
seen that one before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think because the dogs have gotten it a couple of times.
Oh,
And I think I finally got it clean. And somewhere there's like a very little hole.
Oh. I don't notice any holes, and it looks nice and clean and white. And
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. I love this junk brand.
Yeah. They don't slip.
I know.
We got ours for Mud Girl, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't really get a run in it for Mud Girl.
Yeah.
But lately I've been wearing mine too, and it stays in place.
And I don't know if it's just the way that it's stretchy, but there's no like, because you know those like really thin headbands that were really popular? Do you remember wearing those?
I do.
And they had like the rubber.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't slip.
But you would also like look up and all of a sudden it would just like shoot off your
Yeah.
head. These ones thankfully don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. But yes, thank you.
That's super cute.
So I have to tell you, the other day, I don't know how it is at your house, but like at
Crazy? No.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like at all. But when we have like hamburgers for dinner, we always have extra buns. Because there's only 3 of us.
Oh, yeah.
We get the 4-pack of hamburgers, but then you get the 8-pack of hamburger buns. We always have extra, and usually we always follow a hamburger day with like a sloppy Joe day.
Got it. Yep.
But I felt like something different this week.
Okay.
And when we got back from Boulder, the boys had hamburgers, so then we even had like extra.
Oh gosh.
Because I wasn't there. I mean, like one.
Yeah.
But it felt like way extra. So on Pinterest, I just searched what to do with leftover hamburger buns.
Okay, what'd you do?
I made breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, that's ingenious.
I know. Like, and it just seems like, duh.
Like super soft bread.
Yeah.
What'd you do with it?
So I wanted a real easy night. So I just went and got freezer patties.
Like sausage patties?
Yeah, sausage patties. And I got like a bag of a bunch.
Okay.
And then, because I didn't want to have to do like 4 little tiny, or like a bunch of like links.
Yeah.
So I got big patties.
Okay.
Like the pre-packaged American cheese.
Love it.
Yeah. And then, I obviously had to cook eggs, but I cooked them like omelet style, but without any cheese in it.
Yeah.
So that it was flat. Because again, I didn't want scrambled eggs and then it's like falling
out.
Yeah. But so we just had it like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Jack said it was like an angel was in his mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gourmet breakfast sandwich with hamburger buns.
Yeah.
And you're like, why do I even try to do anything fancy?
No.
Ever.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And also I just felt like, so are you eating an angel?
Right. How do you know what that is?
Yeah, I loved the compliment. It was great, but then it was just like, wait, what's happening?
What? Yeah. It's so funny. I know, I swear sometimes like the easiest meals that I cook, the boys just rave about.
Yeah.
Like,
Jack was like, you need to open a restaurant. And
no,
I was like, well, I mean,
kids.
it's called McDonald's, but that's fine. Like,
that's hilarious.
So.
I know. Yeah. My new thing is air fryers. And one night we also needed just like a super easy thing. And we had leftover hot dogs. And I just took a piece of bread and had like mayonnaise on one side so it would get crispy in the air fryer, but then put it with American cheese and the hot dog in the middle and like closed it up together and air fried it. And it was like a grilled cheese hot dog. And that was also what the boys thought was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, do what you can. Feel like I'm kind of in survival mode right now for summer.
I know,
so
seriously.
keep handing out all the easy recipes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, this week we're going to have part 1 of 2 to break down our really, really fun Boulder Boulder weekend.
Yes. That we've been talking about Boulder Boulder since, what'd you say? It was like week 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's my dogs just adding some excitement into this per usual. Sounds like they're excited.
Yes.
I hope you guys are excited. And we're going to talk about our girls' trip to Boulder.
Great.
Cool. Let's get into it. This is Run in Her Shoes podcast with Amber
and Robin,
where we talk about balancing life, work, and running.
As busy moms juggling life, we want to provide a community where we encourage taking time for your mental and physical health on your running journey.
Join us weekly as we talk about our favorite races, gear, and goals as amateur runners, 1 mile at a time. So, I love Boulder.
I love Boulder.
And I wasn't sure what to expect necessarily.
Well, also, I was getting other people's speak oh, you're going to Boulder? Oh, and they were kind of giving me their opinion. And so yeah, it was I don't know what to expect.
I know, because it kind of has a reputation, I guess, of kind of uppity in a way, but then also very green and aware of, I feel the earth, it's just very grounded people, maybe.
Yeah.
Not that where we live isn't.
Right.
So, anyways, I kind of went in thinking the same thing, but immediately driving up there, it was just beautiful. Didn't run into a mean soul there at all.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, because even with the obvious influx of people there, I mean, the shop owners were all great. Everyone was maybe I just wasn't even aware of it, but I never, felt like I shouldn't be there.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm going to skip ahead for just a second. When we got home, I was I wonder how much houses are in Boulder. So I got on Zillow and we're not moving there.
Okay.
The teeniest, tiniest houses there are over $1 million.
Oh my gosh.
Easy.
Yeah.
Something that might be affordable where we live is probably $2 million there.
Yeah.
So unless we win the lotto, I think we'll just be visitors of Boulder for now.
Add it to the list of when we win the lottery.
Yeah.
No kidding. In Boulder.
A house in Boulder. For sure. But we knew that we wanted to get to enjoy the town while we were there. So we made a girls' weekend of it. It was a short weekend because...
Overnight.
Yeah, I guess overnight. It was the race was Memorial Day, which is a Monday. So we just made sure to wake up super early on Sunday to be able to enjoy Boulder on Sunday.
Yep.
So, and Mom got to join us.
Yes.
Made a very fun girls' weekend out of it. And she had sent us this little post for what our road tripping responsibilities were going to be. And the front seat passenger's responsibility was navigation and music. That's a job for Robin.
Yes. So I got to sit up front.
And my job in the back was to nap and pass out snacks.
Yes,
so
which I also ended up doing.
You napped?
I gave out snacks.
Oh, yeah. I was I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that slept. I always sleep in the car. Oh, my gosh. But yeah, Boulder's about 3 hours from here, so it was a good drive.
Is it normally 3 hours, or is it 3 hours because of that bridge closure?
Oh, normally 3 hours.
Okay.
We wouldn't even go that way. We wouldn't have to go over the bridge.
Perfect.
So yeah, normally about 3 hours, maybe a little under. But we had said before you signed up a little bit later, and so got to do your bib pickup, and so that was first on the list.
Yeah.
So we got, Mom was super organized and was I just want to drive past where we're staying. So we stayed in an Airbnb. I want to make sure I know where we're going. So we just parked at the Airbnb first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we walked down to Pearl Street Mall.
Yeah.
And it was the mecca of running for the weekend.
Yeah.
They had lots of running expo tents.
Yeah.
Filled up on Pearl Street Mall, which is what was it? 4, 5-ish blocks of
probably
of businesses and stuff. Yeah, but it was really fun to see all the different pop-up stuff, and immediately we saw the Nike run tent with the music blaring, and we're okay, it's got to be around here somewhere. But yeah, you got your bib pick up there. That went pretty smooth, and then even the workers there were super helpful because we were where do we park for
and
the
she
race?
Left the tent to go show you guys.
I know, the map for parking and all of that. Found out spectators could just walk into Folsom Field, don't need a ticket. So if you're wondering about that next year, anybody going with you that's not running, you just walk right in.
Yep.
Yeah. But then, of course, we had to browse all the shops that were there.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have husbands with us.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have kids. So we could just enjoy at our leisure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When we were walking through that kite place / toy store, all I could think was like, it's so nice to just walk through here and look at the fun things and not have to be like, nope, you can't get that. Nope. Like,
stop touching.
Yeah.
Put that down. Yeah. I said no. It was a different shopping experience without kids. Yes. Yeah. So funny. And one of the earlier episodes that we did too, we kind of like talked about the different shops and stuff that were there. And I think that we hit all of them except for the tea house.
Yeah.
Because apparently that's really popular.
Yeah.
You have to have like reservations.
I don't know why sitting in the car, it was just like, we'll just go.
Yeah. It won't be busy.
Yeah, no. Like nothing's going on this weekend.
We were also just like kind of in our loungy summer clothes too.
Yeah.
And it seemed like it might have been a very fancy restaurant.
Yeah, we'll see. So, we didn't get to see, so.
No, next time.
Yeah.
Next time. And then we grabbed lunch on this really cute deli corner that they had there. Lots of people watching.
Yeah.
From there.
Mm-hmm.
And we had yummy kombucha.
I love it.
I'm so glad I found that brand.
I know.
What do you know what it's called?
Rowdy Mermaid.
Why didn't I know that was the name of it? That's fun.
I don't know. I don't know.
I was just like, peach. It looks good.
No, yeah. Rowdy Mermaid.
Oh.
Yeah, you said the peach was good. Mm-hmm. I love the strawberry one.
Yeah, it wasn't too vinegary tasting.
Yeah.
It was just enough.
It just tasted like a seltzer. To me, it just tastes like a seltzer drink, not...
With all the benefits of kombucha.
Yeah.
So good.
The pre-probiotics.
The pre-probiotics. Yeah. All the good things that kombucha has to offer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we hit up the Runner's Roost tent after that and the bookstore. Yeah. Made a few purchases there. We found the Gobi book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you guys started it yet?
We have. The boys are really into it.
Cute.
I'm glad that we got so we found out there's a kids version.
Yeah.
And there's an adult version.
Yeah.
I bought the kids version
to
like read to the boys at nighttime. So we're not quite halfway through it.
Okay.
But like it is very fitting for their age.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm like curious about the difference, but I feel like when we talked about it, you know, when Gobi goes missing after he ran away, I wonder if there's more details like in the adult version.
There has to be.
Than like, you know, the kid one. I think it's kept, my assumption would be it's pretty light.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think so. Like Jeremiah could probably read this book on his own.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was fun. And that bookstore too. 3 stories.
Yes.
Spent a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, you got this really cute sweatshirt at the Runner's Roost.
I did.
Do you love it?
I love it. It's not too thick. It's very warm. It's very nice. And when I went up to pay for it, I mean, I always like to try stuff on because sizes are just ridiculous. And so when I went to go pay for it, they were really surprised that I found a small. Like, they were just like, oh my gosh, you found a small. And it was just like, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm keeping it.
Yeah, right. Like, I'll just hold on to it.
Totally. Yeah. And I got some new sunglasses. I need more sunglasses. Like, I don't know, a hole in my head.
Yeah.
I just keep collecting them, but they're so good.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, since running, there are these things that somehow I've gone 38 years without needing a billion of them, but it's like these headbands and like hats and like, I feel like I need all of the things.
All the things. Well, my new thing now is like, I like to be able to match my sunglasses with like, the hat that I'm wearing or the outfit. Yeah, just be all matchy-matchy with it now. Right. But yeah, these sunglasses that I got, they were Gooder. Oh my gosh, I've never seen so many Gooder sunglasses.
I know.
As what was there at that expo.
I know.
But these are the Rocky Mountain National Park version. It's like all mountains on the side.
That's cool. Do they have a fun name or are they just Rocky Mountain?
I think it's just Rocky Mountain National Park. It's probably one of the most normal names that Gooder has, to be honest. But yeah, they're cool. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those. Mom got a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super cute. And then, yeah, we were like walking distance to Pearl Street Mall for our Airbnb where we stayed. Our host was super nice.
Yeah.
Very accommodating.
Yeah. Well, and I thought it was like lucky that even when you made the reservation was how far in advance?
Oh, probably like 3 or 4 months.
Okay, maybe not
3 months.
In my head as far as like we should have been planning. You know, this weekend, if we were planning this again,
yeah,
we're going to be doing it way ahead.
Totally.
But also I felt, you know, you were like, this is one of the only places I could find that was available. Mm-hmm. We really weren't that far away. We were able to like walk anywhere we wanted to go, really. I mean, I guess we walked or drove to the Flatirons, but most of the we walked to dinner, we walked to Pearl Street, all that stuff. So I thought that was really lucky.
It was perfect. Yeah, it was really close to the 4-mile mark of the race. So like when we started running and we got to that point, we totally knew where we were at. It was nice. But yeah, we walked back up there, and on the way, it was really cool to see all the different artwork in Boulder. There's lots of murals on the side of buildings and like a lot of references to Flatiron and stuff on the way there. Yeah. But then we decided to just drive to Chautauqua Park to try and find a parking spot so that we could just hike from there.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of an experience.
Yeah.
We got so lucky, though, to find the parking spot. You remember?
We only had to make like 2 loops.
I know. It was like meant to be. Meant to be. Got that close parking spot. It was so busy, though. Like major tourist attraction.
Yeah. Yeah.
To go hike the Flatirons.
Yeah. But the nice thing was someone was available to take our picture, and he was excellent.
Okay. How many times are you like out and about? I feel like it's pretty common now for people to offer to take pictures, right? Like, here, just, take my phone or whatever, right? Like, it's like a courtesy thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get them and you're like, thanks so much. You know, where they take like one and everybody was blinking and then that was that.
Yeah.
Whereas like other people, like when I take pictures, especially of the kids and stuff, I'm going to take like 15 pictures because
like
what are
minimum
the
of 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Actually, at the end of the school year, Penn got perfect attendance. And so he got to go up on the stage. And this lady behind me, because they called parents up on the stage too, for whatever reason.
Congratulations for sending your kid to school every day.
Every single day, yeah. So I guess we got acknowledged too. And this really sweet lady behind us was like, I'll take a video and pictures while you're up there. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And we get back and she's like, oh, I took a video of the whole thing and I took some pictures too. And I was like, awesome, thank you. And I go to look. No video. It didn't record. And like one picture that's like the phone was like not even pointed at the stage. She didn't know how to work the phone. Oh. Bless her heart.
She older?
It's fine. Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Much older. But it was very kind of her to offer, so I let her do it. But this guy at the Flatirons that took our picture.
By the way. I would not expect this.
And I think he was with his mom, it looked like.
Yeah.
Because I took his picture first with his mom. Because you guys were looking at the map, and I was like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah, not a navigator.
Let's reference
clearly. Backseat passenger over here.
I know. But yeah, he took so many different angles, portrait mode.
Yes, I noticed that. And it wasn't like he was fumbling, like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, you know what I mean? I just thought he took 2 or 3 photos, but like, it was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got like 10 great pictures of all of us at the Flatirons. It was amazing. So thank you, random stranger.
Yes.
It's very kind. But yeah, we just did like a little almost 2-mile loop around the Flatirons. It was pretty walkable.
Yeah.
You had sandals on.
Yes, because that's what I rode in. Obviously, I had like my running shoes that I probably could have hiked in, but you guys were ready to go, and I get this like anxiety about like, should I ask to stop? And then like in my head, it's probably like 5 or 10 minutes of like, should I send them to stop? They'll stop, right? Like, they're in the back.
Robin.
No, they're like in the bottom of my bag. Like, I'm not going to worry. Well, I could just get them really fast. Like 50 million questions go through my head in this quick span of time where I'm like, like, what's going on? And then it's finally like, oh, it's fine. Let's just go.
Sister, I wouldn't have cared if you changed your shoes.
But it was fine. I knew we weren't going to be like going up a 14er, like
summiting the flat irons.
And it's like, they're not like thong flip-flops.
Right.
I felt secure.
I mean, I'm sure there were other people or like Boulderans.
Yeah.
Is that what you call them? Boulderans? Natives?
Let us know.
Let us know. Hiking in those types of sandals.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad it worked out.
I was one of the locals.
Yeah, you didn't fall.
No, I did not.
Yeah, but they were even like little kids hiking around. Like it was a pretty mellow route.
Yeah.
For there. And we did get to see very faintly the CU that was up there in the red on the middle flat iron. Mm-hmm. And at first I was like, no, it's not there.
I know. I don't know what I thought I was looking for.
Yeah.
And then it was like, because when did you say that? In like the 30s?
Yeah, like was it 1939, 1949, something like that, a while ago.
Right. So I just felt like, what did they do this in that you can still see it?
Right.
But yeah, you could see it, which I think, I mean, not that they mentioned it on the map or anything, but I just feel like it's one of those cool things if you know it's there.
Yeah,
you know to look for it and you can see it. Yeah. And like, oh, there it is.
Otherwise, if I wouldn't have known it was there, I wouldn't have picked it out.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah.
I know, but you think about like our S Mountain that's here, though it's bold and white and repainted all the time. This was kind of like a little hidden gem.
Yes.
Yes. And I was surprised too on the way back down the path that we went. There were a lot of houses that butted up to that trail. Like it seems like nature and their neighborhoods are very close together there. It's kind of like one and the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did notice all the frat houses on the way driving there. Wow. That was like, I mean, it was just a lot of culture, college culture.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they had chalk all over their houses, like saying what fraternity or sorority they were with. And you could just tell part of it was a very college town.
Yes.
And I kind of felt very old driving through that. So it was just kind of like, okay, I'm sure they're having fun, but I just felt kind of cringy looking at all of that.
Well, and what time did we get to the Flatirons?
I mean, what was it, like 1 or 2-ish?
Okay.
What? Like
after
afternoon.
lunch? Okay.
Barely after lunch.
But there was that one house that was in the middle of, they've probably been drinking all day. I'm just going to assume.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just like, whew, do you need some water? Like, is everyone hydrated? Like,
is everyone being safe?
Yeah.
I totally felt that way too. Like, okay, my college days are definitely behind me.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then you blessed us with your humor around the whole trip and exploring Boulder, just telling us random facts that are not true.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, not true. I just,
About the buffalo, about the college, how it was built.
Yeah. The handmade bricks, laid by hand.
Yep.
Handmade in Italy. Not true.
But we enjoyed your stories on the hike.
Thank you.
Ever wanting to be entertained on a hike, make sure you have Robin with you.
Yeah.
Yes. But then we were like starting to gear up and think, okay, well, logistics, what's it going to be like for the morning? Where do we need to go? Because Boulder to me felt small, even though it's a bigger city. Mm-hmm. So I thought, like, it can't be that hard to navigate, but we still want to figure out where drop-off is, how far away is the field so that Mom could get to Folsom Field from wherever we were. So we kind of did some drive-bys of the area. And then we found the Home Depot that had, like, 30 porta potties.
I was like, I wonder where drop-off... Oh,
there it is.
Yeah.
Totally. But yeah, then like the more we thought about it, we were like, we could probably just walk to all of this.
Yeah. Because even in our preparation to just finding these streets and like drop off and all this stuff, you could see where they were getting ready to barricade the roads.
Yeah.
Like they had them ready. And I mean, they were doing that insanely early in the morning.
They really were.
So they had it ready to like block off the road. And so you're kind of like, oh.
We're not going to be able to drive through any of this.
Right.
Because we saw signs that was like, after 2 a.m., no one can park here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of felt for those city workers setting all of those up. Yeah. 6 miles worth of gates on both sides. Bless them. Anyways, that was just my thought. Yeah, so after we found like, okay, where are we going to be? That sort of a thing. We were getting hungry. Mm-hmm. It's time for dinner.
Yeah.
You were like, we need something carby.
Mm-hmm.
And did you like look up this restaurant beforehand?
No.
It was just, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, we saw it on the walk.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Us walking around, we kind of saw it. Mm-hmm. I thought, pizza, everyone loves pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, we're in Boulder, and they said it's the foodiest places in America, or one of them. It's like, I wonder if Guy Fieri has been to one of these restaurants.
Who is he?
Stop it.
He owns Ferrari?
I know. We were in the Airbnb. And I was trying to tell you this, and I legitimately thought you did not know who he was. And I was like, how do you not know who he is?
I let you talk forever.
I'm like, the guy that has the spiky blonde hair and drives all the cars. No. He goes everywhere and tries out new restaurants. They cook for him. And then you're like, yeah, I know who he is. God. Yeah. But it turns out he had been to this place, and it was called Audrey Jane's Pizza Garage. Mm-hmm. And the segment that I watched that's on their website was for a meatball sub.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was like, well, yes, it's a pizza place, but I want this meatball sub because he talked up these meatballs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And the cheese.
Yeah.
So good.
It looked good. I recently randomly came on like my, you know, when you pop into your internet, you open your internet window and then you get like stories.
Yeah.
Headlines or whatever. And one of them was like the 25 things that restaurants need to know for having Guy at the restaurant. Oh. So it was like all the things. But I felt like it wasn't a very exciting list. But most of it was just like, you have to be ready at any, like once they want to be at your restaurant, you know, so you have to be alerted to like late notice.
Oh.
And you have to like, the owners have to buy everything. So like he's not buying any food. He's gracing this restaurant with his presence.
Oh.
So you don't get compensated for having him on your show. You have to be prepared with ingredients for everything, to cook everything on the menu. Like you have to be ready.
Okay.
And they don't just allow people off the street to come in. You have to be like invited in. Like they can't have a bunch of riffraff. You know, so it's very like select who's gonna be there.
So maybe like the locals that always go there, they can call like their friends and family and be like, hey, Guy's gonna be here this day.
Yeah. You have to be willing to like give up secrets. So like if he asks you like what's in something, you can't be like super vague. You have to be able to like give up something.
I wondered about that because when they're doing all their rubs and spices, they tell you everything.
Yeah.
Never have I once got out my pad of paper and pen and then tried to recreate it ever.
Oh, you put the meatball in the sandwich. Yeah.
So their secrets are probably safe unless they have like a restaurant nemesis that's trying to.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's funny. I didn't realize all that goes into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
But what did you think of your dinner there?
My pizza was really good. I had the spicy pig.
Oh. I didn't hear the name of it when you ordered.
Yeah, but it was good.
Was it big, Robin? Was your slice of pizza big?
Like the size of my head.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was big.
I was not expecting that. You guys got your slices
I know.
called. Because I'm thinking like a normal slice of pizza. Okay.
Yeah. Mine fit on 2 paper plates.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to hold the paper plates like apart
Stacked.
so that it was long.
Yeah.
Your mom had 3 paper plates.
It was so big.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't even eat this much in a day.
No.
It was insane. That cracked me up. Yeah. And then you guys had to wait to eat your ginormous pieces of pizza while they made my meatballs.
Yeah, we got our slices very quickly, and then, yeah.
I had to be the pain, which reminds me of when we got the coffee on our way there.
Yeah.
And we walked into Starbucks, and they had a... it was some sort of cold brew. Was it a pistachio cold brew foam or something?
Pistachio?
Yeah, I think it was a pistachio flavor.
Macadamia nut?
Oh, macadamia nut.
Oh my God.
I don't know. It was a something. I've had their pistachio cream one too.
But That's a thing?
Yes. Have you never had pistachio flavored like cream coffee?
I've never had a pistachio.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going to make you. Would you eat some?
I mean, I guess.
Do you have a thing against pistachios?
I don't have anything against it. I don't see the appeal. Mm-hmm. And it's not something that was like in our house.
Oh.
So I just never think to have it.
Oh, that's John's favorite nut.
It also seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, they are a lot of work. He also loves pistachio ice cream. Oh. Yeah, and pudding. We eat a lot of pistachios. That's why I was thinking pistachio coffee, but when we walked into the Starbucks, I was like, okay, the macadamia nut cold brew foam, can I have that but make it hot? And
which I feel like sounds like a legit question.
Yeah.
Sounds like instead of putting it on ice,
yeah,
just heat it up. But yeah, it was very quickly we realized that was going to be like more complicated.
Yeah, and I swear I'm not that complicated person. Like I don't know how to order at Starbucks. You know, when people are like double shot, bloody oat milk, whatever.
Yeah,
no,
those
like,
are words.
I don't even know how
place.
to order, fancy coffee. I really don't. So like for me to just say that, I didn't think I was being that demanding or outside the box, but she told me I'm the first person that they've ever heard order that drink in a hot.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
I know, it was a couple of minutes of like, okay, we'll call it this, but it has these ingredients and it'll be like the same flavors, but we like do it like this. And like, you still want the cold foam on top of your hot drink and like blah, blah, blah.
I know. And then right before they started making it, the girl was like, so do you want this hot or cold?
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted it hot.
But with the cold foam.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be needy, but apparently I was needy with my coffee. Yeah. I was needy with my meatball sub because it probably took like 15 minutes at least to make. And you guys, I thought, well, surely if they start eating their pizza now, like they'll have a dent in it by the time I come out.
Yeah.
Because we ate outside.
So, we got our pizza very quickly. I got my hot caramel latte very quickly. And waited for Amber.
Sorry. It was kind of the theme of the weekend. So funny. But I thought it was delicious. I loved everything about it. My bread was homemade. Like you could tell it wasn't a pre-done hoagie or anything. Yeah. It was delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. But then we got ice cream.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh.
I was in a food coma.
I know.
What was that place called?
Sweet Cow.
Sweet Cow.
Sweet Cow.
It was a really big ice cream shop.
It was tall.
It was a big space. Mm-hmm. So good. Oh my gosh, yes. Tell them what kind of ice cream you got. I just remembered.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I got Lucky Charms. I know. It was really good. And it was just really good, like homemade vanilla ice cream. And it just had like Lucky Charms right in it.
So good.
So good.
Yeah, I got a blonde Oreo, like cookies and cream.
Nice.
So good. Mm-hmm. I had never seen those types of like marshmallows, Lucky Charm type marshmallows in ice cream. Mm-hmm. But the other night we took the boys to go get ice cream, and Penn wanted marshmallows on his ice cream cone, which always falls off. So we're like, can we get those on the side? It was Lucky Charm marshmallows at Chill that was on the side, and he was like, oh, he was bummed. Because he wanted fluffy marshmallows on it. And they were like the...
Right.
What am I trying to say? air dried
Yeah.
marshmallows.
Yeah.
He was like, anyways,
That's
it's just funny. I've seen it twice now on ice
Yeah.
cream in a short amount of time. Yeah, but oh my gosh, we were so full after that. So good.
Yeah.
But do you remember?
I was just gonna say, who did you meet?
When we were leaving to go walk to dinner, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how to lock the door. And I was like more focused on that. And I heard you guys talking to somebody in the front yard. And I missed the first part of the conversation. And I heard her go, like something about this, like I'm Stella, or I just heard the name Stella.
Yeah.
And I really didn't see anything or anybody else around us. And I walked out and I was like, oh, okay, I'm Amber. But she was introducing the dog.
Yeah, because this little, I mean, to give you some credit, the tiniest dog.
Yeah.
No wonder you missed it.
Yeah.
We're both used to these like ginormous dogs.
Right.
The tiniest dog ran over, very sweetly barked at us. I mean, probably he thought he was being very big and brave.
Right.
But like the cutest little barks that you obviously didn't even hear.
No.
And she was just being like, that, don't worry. That's
Stella.
Stella.
Yeah, and I turned around and I was like, oh, I'm Amber. Nice to meet you.
No one else introduced themselves to Stella. No. Just Amber.
And then as we walked away, I was like, that was dumb. Why did I do that?
But what was great, though, is you realized that, like, during dinner, we had walked that whole way, and then you were just like, So,
yeah, I introduced myself to the dog, which I mean, fair. I do. That would be a kind thing to do. I talk to my dogs all the time. Another animal, whatever.
Yeah.
That was so funny. So we met Stella at the Airbnb house. Yes. But yeah, then we got back after our stomach was so full. Mm-hmm. They had the cutest yard out there, just like nice and green in this sweet little neighborhood. You guys did your knitting and crochet stuff. And I had my book. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just kind of like unwind after a very busy day.
Yeah.
We crammed so much.
Seriously.
Into one day. Like we checked everything off our list. We were very efficient. Mm-hmm.
Well, duh, it was all women.
Duh. Of course we got it all done in a manner that made a lot of sense.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's still nice out. So we got like some nice time in the sun outside. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, and we kind of like got our stuff together. And I will say, I made sure to pack my anti-chafe lotion that turns into a powder. I don't know if you use any anti-chafe products. This one came in my FabFitFun box, so normally I hadn't bought any of that before, but I ran in a new pair of shorts like 2 days before we went, and I even realized in some of the pictures of our trip, like by the buffalo, I'm like,
the way you're standing.
The way I'm standing, you can totally see this giant red circle on my leg from the chafe. It was pretty intense. So I made sure to have my anti-chafe lotion for Thursday, which was wonderful. But yeah, it kind of took away the pain. So I okay, I've got my shorts. We made tutus. Yeah. We didn't make tutus. We wore tutus.
Yes, also that.
Had it like all set out and ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you sleep good? I mean, you were on the air mattress.
I didn't have complaints about the air mattress. It's very nice. It did, because it cooled down. Like, it sunk a little bit, but not in a bad way.
Okay.
I felt very snug and nice. But
who snored?
Did I?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Or I didn't hear you, but I thought you were going to be like, but you were allowed to
snore. No, so this was a very small Airbnb, like a studio style. And they were very nice too, because there was a queen. Mm-hmm. Is it a full or a queen? I don't know bed sizes.
It was probably a queen.
Okay. So like 2 people. Yeah. Right? And we gave them a heads up that like, hey, we're having an extra person join us. Yeah. It was okay. We explained what we were, like, we're running the Boulder Boulder. Yeah. Our mom is coming.
Yeah. We're not partying in your tiny apartment.
And they were very nice. Yeah. we'll have extra, but blah, blah, blah. So where my air mattress was, the door was behind me. And I was just very, like, aware of my proximity to the door.
Oh.
In a new place.
Oh, shoot.
You know what I mean? And so it's not like I didn't sleep well. I think I woke up a couple of times and was just very aware.
Oh, I guess that would be kind of weird to have your head right at a door.
And it was like fogged, but there is like a window.
Yeah.
And it was fogged. And it's not like I woke up and thought someone was there. But I just was very hyper aware of my proximity.
Okay.
But not that big of a deal.
Okay. Yeah, we survived.
Yes.
We woke up feeling very rested.
Yes.
Yeah. But next episode, we will talk about, like, all the race details, but I do love our morning getting ready.
Why?
Well,
what?
Would you stop?
What?
I loved getting ready and, like, having our tutus on and, like, all the sparkles. We put glitter on our face and down our arms and stuff. And then we made Mom be our videographer. And just to watch her reaction of, like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, I have a vision.
We're going to make a quick video.
And she's like, oh my God, we're going to be late, girls. We have to start walking. I'm like, no, we're early. We have time. I know.
We planned out, like, okay, we get up at this time, which... We all woke up early and we're just kind of like ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had planned like they want you to be there an hour early.
Yeah.
Which we'll go into that, totally get. But then we planned like 40 minutes to walk there. And then we were like ready with extra time.
Yeah.
And
so we were like, it's time for a photo shoot. So we did our video in the backyard, which was so much fun, and I still laugh about it. And I showed John, and he was like, what? I'm like, no, it's a trend. It's really funny. Don't worry. People like it.
Yeah. You old man, it's fine.
I know. And then we were doing, like, pictures in the middle of the street because it was so early. Nobody was driving down this neighborhood street.
Yeah, very quiet neighborhood to begin with. But it was like the sun.
It was perfect.
Perfect.
Picturesque.
The outfits, the trees, like lining the street. Like it was. Yes.
It was perfect. And Mom's just like, we're like, no, do it again. I have to jump higher this time.
Yeah.
One more time. I loved it.
Yeah. I just hope that our hosts were watching us because they are photographers.
Yes.
In like the little notebook that they leave that has like restaurants and info and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't available while we were there, but I don't know if you noticed, but they offered a discount for a photography session.
Yeah, like they have a studio on site.
Yeah, all of the things.
That would have been bomb to do that.
But I just imagine them being out there being like, what the fuck?
Or maybe they were like, dang, these girls are cool. They have style.
Get my camera, honey. We got
their vision. I know. He didn't say anything about that because I ended up leaving my book there.
Yeah.
Because I fell asleep and this place was tiny and like I was up against the wall and I didn't want to reach over Mom and like wake her up. So when I got done reading, because I'm ready to fall asleep, I just set my book down on the side and I totally forgot to check that tiny little space when we left. So I did have to like message him afterwards. He was very sweet, mailed me my book, but he did not say anything about our awesome photo shoot. No, I should have been like, by the way.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for next week, part 2, we're gonna get into the race day.
Yes.
But Boulder was just so fun. We had to talk about just that whole experience.
I know.
Because that's part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do have a quick story that I read about, and I feel like it is pretty relevant and just something to like be aware of while we're out running. So this is about a medical emergency that happened during a race. It was in April this year in Illinois, and it was a father-son duo that was running the Illinois Half Marathon together. And they got to the 8-mile mark, so close to the end, but it was already getting hot and stuff. And Raphael, who was the dad, had his heart stopped, and he collapsed in the middle of the race. And so his son, Isaac, watched his dad fall to his knees, he said, and then onto his hands and then onto his face. And at first he thought his dad just passed out. But also, like, Raphael had done full marathons in the past. He's ran half marathons, so it's not like he was out of shape. He had done all the training for it, but he just had like a sudden heart condition that was brought on by the heat. But the son had just finished lifeguard training like the week before and got his CPR certification. And so it was like muscle memory. He knew what to do right away. And he started CPR. He got somebody to call 911 right away. And he said his thought was just like, this is it. Like, save your dad or he dies. Like, take action right away. But he relied on his training. He was able to save his dad, which is amazing. But as a nurse, I'm passionate about this. I was a CPR instructor for a few years. And yeah, just wanted to do like a quick little plug that if you're out on race day, if you're out running in your neighborhood, like, it's so worth it to get your CPR certification and familiarize yourself with it, because you have to have CPR, right? Mm-hmm. And it's every 2 years that you have to get it renewed. Mm-hmm. But unless you're a nurse working in the ER and you're doing CPR on the regular, I feel like it's not like something you can easily just pull out of your brain.
Yeah.
And know how to do it right away, right?
Yeah.
So I recommend, I mean, for what it's worth, like, doing a little refresher yourself, like, every 3 or 4 months, just to keep it in the back of your head, so that, you know, if you're nearing the end of your 2-year certification and something happens, you know how to act right away. So it's just something that I'm passionate about, because you never know when it's going to happen, especially for sure as it's just getting hotter outside and all the things. Yeah. Yeah. But I thought that was a cool story.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Well, now on to a lighter side.
Yeah.
I have some fast facts for you this
Fabulous.
time. Okay. It's race day. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have VIP porta potty access before your race? So no lines. You could use the porta potty whenever you need to before the race starts. Or have a massage like as soon as you cross the finish line?
Massage.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You can control your bladder.
I feel like, yes, I can control it, but also before being a runner and doing so many races and never using so many porta potties. Yeah. Before, like, I've probably used more porta potties in the last year, you know, than I have my whole life. Yeah. I used to, hold it until I could get to a regular bathroom.
Because you don't like porta potties?
I do not like them, but I'm just getting more and more.
Good for you.
Tolerant. Yeah. I mean, I still don't like it.
Right.
But I feel like before I would be like, you know, like I'm
good. Okay, well, this just jogged my memory of I really, really had to pee when we got to the Flatirons to go hike.
Oh, yeah.
And there were 2 of them at the start of the trail, and one was being used, and like this other guy went ahead of, like, not that he cut me off, but it was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll wait until he gets out. And he was an older gentleman, and he walks out and kind of is like holding the door open, and I went to look, and like the toilet paper was almost to where you sit. Like, it was so full. And I go, oh, and he looks at me and he goes, the other one's even worse. Just get over it. Like, just go use it. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. That was probably one of my worst porta potty experiences ever.
I would have held it.
I couldn't though. It was like my bladder hurt. Ugh. So I get it. I get not liking porta potties, but I don't know. I think I would rather, I don't know if I would want to get touched after a race and being like all sweaty. Like right as I cross the finish line, I'd rather like go home, shower, and then be ready for a massage.
That's the stipulation though, right after. Cross the finish line, jump on a massage table?
I mean, basically. Okay. Like, you don't get to go change or anything.
Okay, I'll still take it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go beforehand. Okay, well, speaking of everything getting hotter now, what's your go-to summer thirst quencher?
Speaking of not being able to hold it.
Yeah.
Besides my like coffee switching to like iced coffee, you know, because I like a good just like iced latte. But I really like those body armor drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they make a really good cherry limeade.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. I was going to say, like, when I'm super thirsty and it's so hot outside, a Sonic cherry limeade. Ugh, love it.
Yes. We just went to Sonic the other day, but I had the cherry limeade slush. That was really good.
Also so good.
Yeah.
The best flavors for summer. Best. Yeah. What kind of pillow do you have?
Rectangle?
No, like, are you like a feather girl or like a regular? What do you? It's like, do you have a fancy pillow? Because I noticed you brought your pillow. We all brought our pillows to the Airbnb for this trip.
It was like never discussed. Are you bringing your pillow? No. Should I bring a pillow? No. They're probably gonna have pillows there. Like, what? We all just automatically brought a pillow.
Yes, we did.
The one I brought is my like feather down pillow. See. But on my bed, I have my feather one, and then I just have like a cheap one. I think it's just fluff. I don't think it's anything. So sometimes it gets made into an L. And I put my, like I hug one. But my dogs also steal my blanket. So now I have a small blanket rolled up, squished between the bed and my nightstand so that I can grab the extra blanket.
Instead of just kicking the dogs off the bed.
Okay. I have very ginormous dogs. Like,
I know.
I can't just,
I get it.
I have to get up. Like, if the dogs, we're all getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
Ranger is notorious, our German short-haired pointer is notorious for beating whoever isn't in bed yet to their spot and rolling in a ball right by their pillow.
Oh, just so cozy.
Yeah.
Little cutie.
And it's really bad if I'm watching a movie and then I get up to use the bathroom. I come out, he's Spot's in my spot, where I've warmed it up. He's really good at using the pillow like a pillow.
Oh, and that's just too cute to move.
I know.
You're I'll sleep in this sliver part of bed so that you can be cozy.
I will have to take a video of me getting into bed because he curls up. And so then I grab the blankets.
Okay.
And I pull them up, and he makes no effort to move. So he's just he gets
at the mercy
way.
Of the blankets.
Sometimes I'm pulling so much to move him that he completely rolls over.
Oh my god!
And sometimes I get, but because he hasn't moved, now he's on me.
Oh my gosh. Ranger.
So, yeah.
So he's your blanket, he's your pillow,
yes.
He's everything.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
He's also very good at curling up next to you and then putting his ass, and he has a short tail.
And he's not
right
neutered.
There. Also that, right at your shoulder.
Thanks.
He also likes to be under the blankets. And now that it's summer and we do window open with the fan on, we actually have a special Ranger blanket that he's allowed to go under. So he doesn't go under the comforter. He goes under his blanket.
He's not
he goes down head first, and then his little butt is sticking out.
He doesn't turn around?
He just needs his head covered.
Really?
Yeah. He's happy if even he just gets a little bit of blanket just over his head.
How funny. He sleeps like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Lucky, our tiny little Shiba Inu, who... By the way, if you're wondering from a previous episode, we totally found him 30 minutes later. He came home. He was fine. We still have him.
Just a low-key update.
Yeah.
He's not
fine.
Still missing.
He will sleep on our bed too, but he's 20 pounds. He's so little.
Right.
And so usually he sleeps on John's side, and if I go to bed first and he warms up John's side, John will just come to bed and just pick him up and move him over to the middle, and we don't even realize he's there the rest of the night because he's so tiny.
Yeah.
And Sully will sleep with us sometimes, but he gets so hot, he just wants to lay with me for 10-15 minutes, and then he jumps down and he's too hot, and then he pretty much sleeps outside.
Yeah. But what kind of pillow do you sleep on?
Sorry. I sleep on a pillow covered in dog hair. No, just kidding.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's see. It was a while ago. John and I went on a vacation to Uray, and they had the best pillows in this hotel.
Did you steal one?
No.
Oh.
I looked and saw. No, I did it the right way. I looked to see like what kind of pillow they were. I took a picture of the tag. Okay. And then they were like a Best Western type of pillow, and I ordered that.
Nice.
So it's been a few years now, and they're getting really beat down. Yeah. I still use mine, but John's like, I can't with these anymore. So he got 2 My Pillows. Okay. Which he loves. But I'm still using my, like, they're kind of like a fluff down.
Gotcha.
Very fluffy, very like hotel-like.
Gotcha.
Speaking of Lucky, he says hi. Yeah. Okay, well, that was a fun tangent. Anywho, are there any new good shows that you're binging right now?
I am in the middle of season 2 of, it's called Life and Beth.
Oh, okay.
It's on Hulu. I need to give you my login.
I need your Hulu login.
I know.
I don't know what I can give you of mine. But...
I know. It's Amy Schumer.
I love her.
And I really like her in this, but season 1, she is like a wine distributor. Okay. That goes to this place to like taste their wine to like whatever. Okay. And she ends up like falling for one of the guys that works at this like farm / winery.
This almost sounds like a Hallmark movie.
I know. So season 2 just started. I love it.
It sounds so good. Yeah. It sounds like light and easy to watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Kardashians just started back up, so every week I watch that. Okay.
I love that for you.
Very 2 ends of the spectrum.
Totally different. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just started Your Honor on Netflix. Yeah. Whoa. So good. Yeah. I love Bryan Cranston. Okay. Have you seen the previews for Your Honor?
No, but it's on my like, gets like suggested to me now. Yeah.
It's kind of Breaking Bad-esque where it's like somebody that should be like a good normal guy starts doing bad things like wrapped up in crime or whatever. Gotcha. For what they think is a good reason. Okay. Yeah, so it's very dark. Literally also like a lot of the scenes are very dark. And so like I have it going on my phone sometimes while I'm, working in the background and I'm like, what is going on? I don't know, I'm just going to have to go off of the sound because the scene is so dark I can't see what's going on. But that should not deter you. Okay. Go watch Your Honor. It's amazing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What Olympic event are you most excited for this summer?
Well, Summer Olympics I think is my favorite.
Me too. Yeah.
Gymnastics is always like fun.
Did you see Simone Biles?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
What? She's the greatest of all time.
The greatest.
9th.
If you want to be on our pod, we'll have you.
Seriously.
But I mean, like, now that I'm in this new phase, it's like totally interested in maybe checking out the track stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. 4 years ago, I did not watch any of the running on the Olympics. Yeah. It was just like, okay, I want to watch the gymnastics.
Yeah. And like maybe the swimming.
I do love the swimming, especially
the diving.
Diving. Yeah. Yes. And I don't know, what else do I watch? It's pretty much what's on my radar for Summer Olympics, I guess. So good. I'm really excited for them. Yeah. It'll be here soon. Yeah. Okay, well, those were fun. To wrap this one up, we have a listener story from Petra, who is a mom of 3 and lives in Hawaii. It doesn't sound too rough.
I know.
Sounds nice. But she is on Instagram. You can find her at Petra Runs Wild. And she says she challenged herself to a marathon and stayed for the endorphins.
There you go.
Yeah. And that coffee is her love language. So I feel that. But she started running last January. Side note, these hummingbirds, do you hear them?
Yeah.
They're insane right now.
Oh, I thought they were like frogs or something. But I just saw one fly by.
You thought that sound was frogs?
I don't know, or like crickets or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, no, those hummingbirds, they're like really excited about the new juice I just put out for them. Anywho, sorry.
We're excited about the juice you put out. Hummingbirds are excited. We got the new juice out. Go.
Okay. Petra started running last January, and she decided to start running after reading Goggins' second book, this is now on my list to read his book. It keeps coming up. So anyways, she read his book and was talking to a client. She's a hairstylist, and her client had been running, and her client was running a marathon, and that scared her, and she was like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Do what scares her. But there were 3 months until their local marathon, and although it was crazy, she decided to go for it. So, started training everything in a 3-month time period. She trained hard and finished her first marathon 12 weeks after her very first run, and she thought it would be a one and done kind of a thing, but she was hooked instantly. And then she learned about ultras and trail running and thought, why not go all in? So she started training for her first 50 kilometers, and then she completed that in April of this year. And then 15 months from zero, 15 months going from not a runner at all to running an ultra. Crazy. And she said she's also homeschooling her 3 boys. She works. She is engaged with her church, and she realized that running just really makes her feel alive. It gives her peace, and it gives her time to reflect and pray, and so many opportunities to prove herself right, to fail and to get up and to dream big. And she has her eyes on her first 100 miles or kilometers. What do you think? 100 mile?
100 M?
Yeah.
I would say
miles. I mean, I'm just like, wow. Running 100 miles. Petra, we're cheering you on. That's going to be next April for her.
Holy moly.
I know. She says running is so simple and so mundane, yet it's so difficult and fulfilling. So, yeah, can't wait to see how that race goes for you. That sounds incredible. So if you have a running story you want to share, we'd love to hear them. So you can always email us at runinhershoes@runsister.com or send us a message on Instagram. And I suppose we'll see you all next week when we break down the entire Boulder Boulder race.
Yes, sounds good.
Okay, see you then.
See you then.
Thanks for listening to Run in Her Shoes. Run in Her Shoes podcast is produced and edited by Amber Linza and Robin Ogden. It's time to run, sister.